All right, these are the truths. I've seen too many developers getting roasted lately, and I want to dispel the naivete here so that doesn't have to be you, or at least you learn quicker than I did and other people did. Progress when you're a developer, people think it is linear. You know, I put in this much time, I get this much out. It's not like that. And I hope this is a hopeful message. People get so frustrated because they're like, I spent so much time working on this and it doesn't make sense to me and nothing works yet. It might even be more broken than when I got there. You don't know anything until you finally make it work, and then it all kind of makes sense. So the first time standard in and out in a terminal, it kind of clicks. You're like, oh, okay. The first time you print a message or echo a message, the first time you get an API request from a client to a server, first time you deploy, and then it all just kind of comes together after that. That's normal. Don't beat yourself up about it. Job opportunities. People think this is going to be constant. Like they think, okay, there'll be ebbs and flows, but I'm in control of it. It's up to me what I want. No. It's sporadic. And it's not up to you at all. It's up to business cycles, quarterly reviews, end of year financing, headcount, HR managers, people's schedule and availability, how well things are going in other parts of the business. There's so much that isn't about you, and that's why I encourage people to keep going, constant flow of applications. Don't wait until you think you're ready. Don't wait until your portfolio is done. Don't wait until whatever milestone you're using to procrastinate. Just keep sending it. Keep sending it. They think you'll get hired based on pedigree. Pedigree could be your portfolio, it could be your university name, what you did in the past. Honestly, no one wants to admit this. A lot of people are just hired out of convenience because they were there when the company needed someone, and they were the least problematic. They didn't have any red flags in the applications. They seemed fine. And people just wanted to get back to what they were doing before they had to hire. A lot of the times, it's not about you at all. Success, people think, is about checking boxes. I just have to check the third box, and then I'll be a winner in tech. But they'll say things like, I did the boot camp, I graduated with a 4.0, I should have a job now. I applied to 100 jobs, I don't have a job, this economy's rigged, I did everything I was supposed to do. You get success through volume, luck, rejection, and the grit to not quit. It's not like what they taught you in school. You could just do these things and you'll get this outcome. Not like that at all. Those were about getting the job. These are when you're on the job. People think when they're on the job, I have access to a junior or a senior developer. I have access to L3 developers. I have principal engineers. I have architects. I got all these great people. I'm going to have a lot of access to them for learning and mentorship. You're kind of on your own. They'll give you some time, to onboard you. But they have so much demands, those people. Those people could really teach you and mentor you, who you could really shadow. They have so many other people who want their time. They're not going to go out of their way to be there for you. You're going to have to keep educating yourself. And think about any time you get there as just like a nice bonus. People think when you get a job, when you go through all the interviews and stuff, then you're done talking. Then you can just code. Just code. I'm a developer now. I just got to pick up tickets and code. You got to talk a lot. You got to talk a lot to users, to our customers, to your teammates, to your non-technical teammates, to your one-on-one meetings, to giving stand-up updates, to retrospectives, sprint reviews. You're always talking. So it's not like you just get to code. It doesn't happen. Learning, people think once you get the job and once you're early on, you can just stop or coast. You can do that for a little bit, but you'll be passed by in 2 years. Give it 2 years. This is the same idea with coasting. People think you can do it. indefinitely. I got the job, therefore I'm in. They're not going to fire me. They're not going to introduce some kind of policy that would make it difficult for me to go in and make this work. I think you can get away with it for 1 to 2 years, and eventually someone hungrier than you, someone better than you will come up, and then you're out of there. People think that loyalty is rewarded, especially in corporate or startups where they say we're a family. What's really rewarded is skill, value, and your ability to walk away. Your employer knows if you're too scared to leave. Your employer knows if you can't get a new job. Your employer knows if you just put down a lot of money on a brand new pickup truck and now you can't really get out of it and you can't afford a couple months off if you're really in negotiations. They know that. They know it. They absolutely know it. A lot of the things I'm talking about here are just naivete, distortions of reality, a willingness to see life not as it is, but how you would like it to be. And I want to compare this kind of mindset that I think the early 20s developer, the male early 20s developer especially, gets trapped into. It happens a lot. I think I can get into a different video about why I think this happens so much for these guys and me when I was this age too. But for now, I'll just keep painting examples of this mindset. Love. Let's talk about love a little bit. Your girlfriend, she loves you for you, right? That's the expectations. She sees who you are really at your core. No, she loves how you make her feel. Friends are reliable. Like, they'll be there for you is what I mean. Hopefully. But as I explained in this video over here on the card, when you're in your 20s, you've just been given a bunch of sets of people up to this point. In school, you're given, here's your class. And then you went to college, and then you're like, here's your bigger class. And then you got your first job, and they're like, here's your coworkers. You mistake the fact that you all have to be in the same place at the same time for them putting in the effort to do that for you. So when I would leave a job, or someone else that I was close with at work would leave a job, I couldn't understand why they wouldn't text me back as quick, or why it was harder to hang out with them, or why they just seemed distant. Even though we still lived in the same city, we were still friends, we had all that together. I finally realized that after some point, it was just really easy for them to do that with me because I sat next to them. A lot of friendships are convenient, and you don't really know how true they are until someone has to put in effort to be your friend. You think, as a man, your value is inherent. I'm the king, I'm the prince, I'm the prize, I am important. No, it's earned. It's earned, and others give it to you. If you want a deep breakdown on this, I think this is such a slept on video. This one up here, I break down what value is, and one of the sound bites is value is determined by others at the time of transaction, which means it's not for you to decide how important you are. It's for literally anyone else except for you. They can only decide if you give them an opportunity to do so. That's where the offer comes in. That's where you have to apply. That's where you have to publish. You have to hit upload. You have to ship the software. You have to send the email, whatever. You have to earn it. You're not important as you are, especially as a guy. Maybe I'll say only as a guy. If you're a girl, especially if you're an attractive one, a lot of guys will care about you and you'll feel like that. It's not like that for us. We have to earn it. We have to earn it. This is very similar to the one I talked about with the boss, but with your romantic interests, loyalty and sacrifice rewarded. We think loyalty and sacrifice is rewarded because as men, those are things we value deeply. Bro code, man code, never leave someone behind, do anything for them. Once you're in the brotherhood, you're always there, right? Like that's kind of just baked in to us. No, it's I'll say it's value or it's attraction, identity, confidence. That's what's rewarded. Finally, purpose. I love this point. You would think You just do a bunch of things and you'll find your mission, your purpose in life. You'll find what you were meant to do, what you were called to do, what God wanted you to do. I don't think it's like that, especially for men. What happens for men is you graduate, then you get a job, and then you're spending all your day working for your boss's purpose. And then let's assume you do things right and you are attractive and you can get into a relationship. Then you coast. A lot of guys will coast. And then they naturally just fall into the girl's purpose. The girl naturally has more of a purpose, more of an imperative. Like it's just kind of in them to want to do something, which is a lot of times settle down, have kids, get a house, be provided for, be protected. And without you knowing it, you fall into your partner's purpose. It doesn't just happen for guys. It's very effortful. To find and maintain purpose is a lot of work up front. Till you find it, then you just hold on to it for dear life. Let me wrap this up with a couple themes. It's not about you. It's about them. Next, you need to perform. Copilot what I'm typing because I already typed this before because this is take 2. You can't apply leverage without knowing your value. This one's deep. Check out that video if you want a deeper understanding of that. But for now, I'll say a lot of people, early 20s men, mid 20s men, will try to act like they can negotiate terms on things, on their employment, on their relationships, on their friendships, as if they had a lot of value when they don't really know their value yet. No one really tells you you are this valuable because it's not as simple as what you look like. It's very important to seek out and find your value. A lot of ways to do that. For now, I'll just go with this last one. Identity equals action. You are what you do. I don't care if you have all these plans. I don't care if you say you want to publish all these books in all these years. I don't care if you want to be a millionaire by the time you're 25 or 30. If you're not doing the things that you need to make that happen, you're phony and you're lying to yourself. Hey, I said it would be harsh. There they were. Something that's a little less harsh, a little more creative, especially for the job hunters, will be this video here, which is where I explain unconventional ways to get a job. If you're stuck, if you're constantly hearing no, if your interview rate compared to your applications is very low, like under 5%, these tips over here will help you stand up. I can guarantee you that. If you do these things, you will stand out. So check that out. I'll see you over there. Thanks for your time.